Hey guys, welcome to episode 59 of the video podcast, Me and My Dog and Some Yarn. Today is September 28th, 2015. It's a Monday, and this isn't going to be an actual normal episode. Um, this is going to be all about Stitches, Texas, which happened 2 weekends ago. I'm really late at getting this up. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had Stitches, Texas. So this episode, I'm going to tell you all about the things that I got and about the different vendors that I saw and that kind of thing. And then I'm going to tell you about my shop update at the end. And then, so if you're not interested in seeing what I got at Stitches or hearing about Stitches, Texas, then look for my next episode to be this coming up Sunday because I plan on getting in a regular episode on Sunday because the following week I will not be around. I will be on the Hill Country Yarn Crawl up in the Hill Country. So Mom and I are going to go and we're going to spend 2 nights and we're going to travel all over the Hill Country up through Austin, Comfort, Texas, Minnesota, um, San Antonio, and we are super excited about that. So I plan on maybe doing a few periscopes while I'm out on my adventures of yarn crawling. So if you want, you can follow me on Periscope. My username is Black Horse Knitter. How to get that right? Black Horse Knitter. If you can't find me that way, look up my name, Kim Dominic, and I think I have an underscore between Kim and Dominic. So yeah, follow me there, and then maybe I'm not very technical with piecing together video, but perhaps I can try to put something together when I get back about the yarn crawl and the different stores that I visited and the people that I ran into. So we will see. But this is all about Stitches. So I guess let's get started. So Stitches happened 2 Saturdays ago. It was actually for the whole weekend, but I only got to go up for the Saturday. And I took my mom and dad with me because my dad just wanted to go for a ride and he wanted to go eat at El Phoenix, which they used to have those here in Houston when I was little, and they don't have them anymore. And it is fabulous. If you like Tex-Mex and you're in Irving or anywhere up near Dallas or Tyler, that is the place to eat. Um, so yeah, he went with us. He was very patient and waited for us to do all of our shopping, which we shopped quite a bit. So my poor dad sat there forever, but that was his choice. The Mexican food is that good that he wanted to wait. So Mom and I went shopping, and oh my goodness, we had so much fun. Here is what I got. Pretty much. There's a few other things that wouldn't fit in the basket. So the first thing I did was I went in and I got my passport, and that's for the um, Hill Country Yarn Crawl. And I haven't even opened it up yet. The Yarn Crawl, if you're in Texas, it runs from October 9th to the 18th, and you can shop daily from 10 to 6 p.m. And there's 14 shops. You have 10 days. They give you a passport. Well, I'll go ahead and open it up. They give you a passport to stamp. And so here's my passport. I will fill out my name and phone number, email address there. And as you can see, the different stores are listed on the front and on the back. And what you do is you go to each store, and they usually have a little booth set up and they stamp it for you, and then they give you 2 patterns, free patterns. The passport was $10, and so they give you a stamp, and if you visit all of the stores within the 10 days, you can turn this in and win a prize, and I actually won a prize last year. So I'm planning on winning a prize again this year. We'll see. But they give you a bag. And that's that. Isn't that cute? Has a little map of where all the little stores are. So that's going to be fun. So look for a recap of that in about, I guess, about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe 3, depending on how busy I get when I get back. You know how things are when you go out of town and you get back. You seem to have all kinds of things to do, not only at home, but at work as well. So we'll see. So, well, I'll put that back together later. Okay. So, I don't remember where I went first because I was all over the place. I used to get so upset with my sister when we would go shopping in the mall because my sister would go on one side of the mall and she'd look at something there, and then she'd want to go look on the other side of the mall. And then she's like, no, let me go back to the first store. And so I was the kind of person who I want to shop from this side to that side, and then if there's something I want to go back to, then I go back to it. Well, I didn't do that. I was like my sister. I was all over the place. I think I missed some stuff because I just kept going here and there and here. And I even had a little plan of where I wanted to go, and they gave you a map. So I printed this off before I left, and I wrote it all down. Who I wanted to go see, what I wanted to make sure I got before they sold out, and that kind of thing. And so yeah, that kind of messed me up. I think I missed some stuff. I meant to go back to the Two Guys fiber, and I totally forgot. And then I saw these cute little opal tiny mini skeins, and they were so cute. They were only $1.50 a piece. And I said I was going to go back, and I forgot. And I was really bummed because I wanted those for my blanket, but oh well. I've got plenty here to keep me busy, so I should not complain. First off, I wanted to make sure I got some of these. These are handcrafted by Perfectly Catchy Designs, and the lady, her husband makes these by hand. And this is the medium, which fits, I believe she said a 7 to a 9 or 8, 8.5. I wear an 8 normally, so anyways, this is my size, and I think it's a medium, but look at the llama. Isn't that cute? I had to have it. I have a thing for llamas. Even as a young child, before I started knitting, I absolutely adored llamas. So I had to have this, and the lady's name is Chappie, and I have yet to look her up on Facebook, but I want to look her up on Facebook. She was just a really sweet lady, and her husband makes these, and forgot where she said she was from. It doesn't have it on here, but here is her card, and I'm definitely going to look her up on Facebook. I mean on Ravelry, probably tonight, and while I'm thinking about it, and make sure I friend her and follow her. I love following people on Ravelry to see what they're making and the projects. It's just so inspiring. So then, let's see who else. I went to, let me see. I did not get a card for this place. Oh, Yoth Yarns. I think that's how you say it. It's Y-O-T-H Yarns. And I'm not sure where they're from. They're not from Texas, I don't believe. I want to say they're from New Mexico or something like that, but or Colorado. Don't hold me to it, and correct me if I'm wrong. But my mom bought me this cute little bag, and I'm going to use it as a project bag. It's a zipper bag, and it's lined, and it also has a little handle, and it's lined, and it is so cute. I absolutely love it, and she bought one for my sister too. My sister doesn't knit, but my sister can use it to hold other things. Yeah, so cute. I love it. It's so bright and cheery. Dottie, what are you doing? Stop that. She's into stuff. So that was one thing I got from Yoth, and then I bought a a skein of yarn, and this one is the Swanky Sock. It's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, and the colorway is Rhinestone Cowboy. And I love it. It's like blue jeans and rusty color red. It is gorgeous, and this is definitely going to be either a cowl or a shawl. I'm leaning towards a cowl, probably the star shadow. What is it called? Star shadows? No, that's not right. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I think it's by Hilary Callas. I knitted the other one that she has out, but I could totally see this being a big, oversized cowl. So that was that. Then on my list, I had to go see Stacy in Mustache Yarn. Stacy wasn't there, but a lovely lady helped me find this, and this is what was on my list. It is ooh spooky. And this one is the self-striping. It's fingering. It's on her 80/20 superwash merino nylon base, and I love it. It is definitely Halloween ooh spooky, and it is going to be a pair of socks. So that was one thing I went for, and I actually got. Then let's see. I found this, and I have bought a few skeins of yarn from Two of My Hand, but I haven't knitted with them yet, but I plan on it. And I bought this one because the colorway is Whiz Bang, and as you guys know, I'm knitting the socks by Mrs. Shu that is called Whiz Bang. And I thought, oh, cute. Gonna have to get that and knit another pair because I'm really, really loving that pattern. If you guys have not tried it, you need to because it's really fun. It is perfect for variegated yarn. Then I went to Holiday Yarns, and I actually have a card. The indie dyer is Jennifer Van Kalkar. I'm not sure how you say that. And I'm not exactly sure where she is from, but this is her flock sock fingering, and it is a purple. It's not really showing up true to color. It's really washed out on the camera. It's really pretty though, take my word for it. It's called, I think the colorway is called Yarn Fairy, and it's just grape, like a grape purple with a lavender and gray, and it's really, really pretty. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to make out of this. It is wool and nylon, so it could be socks, or I might make something else. It's not really screaming socks to me, so I don't know. I did not know about that dyer, but she had some really pretty stuff, and I wanted to give it a try. So that's something that I didn't actually go for, but something I discovered. And then I had seen this indie dyer from Instagram. I follow her on Instagram, and I didn't realize she dyed yarn, but she has a shop called the Twisted Elf Fiber Studio, and she's out of Longview, Texas. And she had a flash sale going on, and everything in her booth was $20, all of her skeins. So I bought two. This one is on her fingering base, and it's called Boysenberry is the colorway. And well, I don't actually see the content. I might have to look it up. It feels like wool for sure. I don't know if there's any nylon in there. It's definitely like a fingering weight, but it's not plied. It reminds me a little bit of Malabrigo. because it's not plied. It's gorgeous. It's red and purple and maroon and a tad of beige. Donnie, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop that. Um, okay, then I bought this, and this is definitely worsted. This one, I think maybe she forgot to put the tag on there, but this one is worsted. It's superwash merino, 100% superwash merino. Colorway is penny slot, and it is blue and beige and purple and navy with yellow and a tad of orange. It just has all these colors in it, and I thought this would be pretty with Tiny Owl Knits has a hat that I absolutely love. And in fact, I almost lost my hat in New York, but my husband found it for me. I thought I left it in the taxi, and I got about a block away and realized I didn't have my hat, and I was extremely sad. And he said, well, let's go back and look for it. And I said, no, I'm positive I left it in the taxi. Well, we went back and it was in the street, and he heroically hopped out in the New York street and picked it up for me. So it's Orchid and Fairy Lights, I believe, is the pattern, and it's got all kinds of cables through it. And that's what this is going to be. I saw this and I thought I need another uh, Orchid and Fairy Lights hat, and it calls for merino. I mean worsted, and this is worsted merino, so this is perfect. And then the only other yarn purchase I made was Undead Yarn, of course, and this is her Medicated Pennywise. She says Medicated Pennywise is kind of like an error mistake, but I don't think it looks like a mistake at all. And she said she thinks she might start carrying this. This is on her Twilight base. It's fingering, and it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and then of course it has the stellina in it. And it is just gorgeous. I think this is going to be another oversized cowl. I can't decide, but it's lovely. So that's all the yarn purchases. Then I found a Etsy store owner who had a shop there, and her shop is Miss Pearl, and she had gorgeous stitch markers. Her name's Danielle, and she had gorgeous stitch markers and the cutest little tins, and I bought two. I should have bought one for each bag that I have, but I didn't. This one is the size of the Altoids mints, and it just opens up like a regular Altoid tin, and it is so cute. Look at the flowers. I just love that. And then I bought a smaller one. Of course, these can hold like a small pair of scissors and stitch markers and whatever. This one is mostly just for stitch markers because it's tiny, and it was just so cute. I had to have it. It slides open, and I've hurt my thumb, so I'm not sure I can get this open. There we go. I bit my thumbnail back, and it hurts really bad. As you can see, it slides open, and it's just so cute. It's perfect for stitch markers. Speaking of stitch markers, I bought these two and they're made by Janet Rose. And one is a roller skate because I used to roller skate a lot as a child, and through my high school years and part of college years, I worked at a roller rink. So I had to buy the roller skate. And then that's a little pink boot. I just thought it was really cute for Stitches, Texas. It's a little high-heeled boot with a rhinestone. How cute is that? I had to have it. And then we went and saw the barmaids and got some Lolo bars, of course. You can never have too many Lolo bars. I mean, you just can't. I've got several, but of course that didn't stop me from buying more. And I went with two of the smaller ones because that way I can have two for the price of one big one because I couldn't make up my mind what scent I liked. This one is citrus basil. I wish you guys could smell. Smell? Oh, doesn't that smell lovely? I think so. That is citrus basil. And then I bought a new scent that she had. It is called chestnut and cedar. It's a little bit masculine. Doesn't that smell good? Oh my gosh. It's a little bit masculine, but yet not masculine enough to where you can't wear it. It's woodsy kind of. It's lovely. She had another one, and I actually got the sample to it. It's one of the Highland. I'm not familiar with the Highlander. I know you guys are probably yelling at me. Why not? Why not? I just haven't gotten into it. This smells good. And she did have one of the Highlander, and she gave me a sample, and that one smells very good too. Those two were my favorites. And then the other things that I bought, I went to a booth, and I might be totally wrong, but I think it was Ethel Funk LLC, I think. And nothing is on here, and I failed to pick up a card, but it was a really nice older couple who sold all kinds of things, and I bought some bamboo circular needles, and he showed me, he pulled one out, and they're really, really smooth joins, and that's what I really like, are smooth joins. You cannot even feel where it joins, and you're not going to believe it, but it was $2.75. I could not pass it up for that. I just couldn't. And the cord is like so like bendy. And he said he matches up the cord. The different cord sizes are different. You know, usually like when you buy Knit Picks or Addi Turbos, the cord is always the same cord, just on different needles. Well, he actually uses different size cords for different needles, and he can get the joins smoother that way. And this is, I wish you guys could reach out and feel it, but it is very, very smooth. I'm not a huge fan of bamboo, otherwise I probably would have bought more at that price, but I went ahead and bought an 8 because an 8 is pretty standard, and I'd like to give it a try and see. They feel really smooth, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know. And if I can confirm that that was actually the store that I bought it from, I will put that in my show notes. But he had handmade baskets, and I bought this. I would not carry this around as a project bag, but I thought this would be really cool for my Hexie Puffs. And he was telling me the story about a man who was retired. I hope I get the story right. A man who was retired, and he wanted to put people back to work. So he bought a really old factory where they used to have sew up garments. And he got it all cleaned and up and running, and he hires people to make these baskets, and he pays them a good wage, and it's just a rope basket. It's covered in fabric and then stitched together, and yeah, it's handcrafted in South Carolina. Here's the website if you guys want to go check it out. It's called www.cbcalicos.com. So CBCALICOS.com. So go check that out. I plan to look that up later too. It's all made in the USA, and it's cotton, polyester, and nylon. And I just love it. I love the color of it. And so this is perfect for Hexie Puffs because I can sit it right down here on the floor, and as I go through my Hexie Puffs in, or just keep my wool that I stuff the Hexie Puffs with in here. So I have one more thing that I got is stitches. I had to be really careful with spending money because I've got so many other yarn things coming up. I've got the Hill Country yarn crawl, and then the month after that we have the Kid in You up in Borney. So like because there were so many things I wanted to buy. I did buy some stitch markers from Vintage Rose, and like a dummy, I walked off and left my stitch markers there. And she posted it on Instagram that somebody had left their stitch markers. I was like, oh my gosh, that was me. Well, first I looked and I thought, that is exactly what I bought. Surely I didn't leave my stitch markers. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that crazy. And then I looked and through my bags. I dumped everything out, and they were mine. I could not find them anywhere, so they were mine. So I messaged her, and she said she would put them in the mail to me. So they should be coming soon, and they are really cute. When they get here, I will show you. But I bought this. I just had to have this. I looked at it a few times, and I finally went back and got it. It is a yarn bowl. I do have a yarn bowl that my mom bought me, but you can never have enough yarn bowls, right? Especially if it looks like a sheep. This is Polly Studios, and she makes ceramic bowls, and she's out of Kentucky. And that's really not going to focus, is it? Here we go. This is so cute. Look at his little face. And his tail. Oh my gosh. I had to have it. I couldn't decide between the white one that had a black head, a black face, or the white one with a white face. And I finally thought that the white face showed up a little bit more than the black face. So that's what I went with. I had to have it. It was just too cute. So, they did have a stitch marker swap, which was the first one I've ever participated in. And you check in and you wear the button around, and so everybody knows you have stitch markers to swap. And so you give them one that you've made, and I passed out my me, my dog, and some yarn stitch markers, and these are the ones that I got, and they're so cute. I love this one. It says Stitches 2015. It's not going to focus. There you go. And then, Dottie, what are you doing? No. Lolo, the barmaids, gave a stitch marker that had a Lolo bar on it, which I thought was really cute. And it smells good, and I'm sure it's a Lolo bar, but it could be chapstick, but I'm almost afraid to put it on my lips, you know, if it's not. It smells fruity. Anyways, let's see what else. And then here was the Twisted Owl, and just a whole bunch of really cute ones. Can you guys see? So cute and so much fun. So that was neat. I really enjoyed doing that. And let's see, what else? I want to show you guys what I've got coming up in the shop. And I've got a new bag design. And here it is. It is a nice size bag, and it will fit at least 2 cakes of yarn and whatever you're working on. Here's 1, 2. 2 fits nice with some room around the edge. You could probably really put another if you really needed to. And it drawstrings. And the main thing that I've added to the bag is a handle. So you could, if you wanted, knit with it on your wrist. But I like it because I can unsnap it and hook it over something and snap it back. So like this is what I normally do, is if you're riding in the car, not driving, because you can't knit when you drive. But if you're riding in the car, your husband's driving or whoever, and you're on a long road trip, this fits perfectly around the handle that you hold on to as you get in the car. Like if you get into a big SUV or a truck, there's always like a handle, and so you can hang it up there and be knitting, and then your ball isn't all on the floorboard rolling around and getting dirty. You want to keep your balls of yarn clean, so that is perfect. Also, if you want to hang it up in your closet, I live in an older house, and our closet has the poles to hang your coat hangers on instead of the round holes. I don't know what they're called, but this goes through around the pole and you snap it. And so I can neatly hang up my bags in my closet in my craft room and access them easily. Or I can slip over a door handle. It's just, I really, really like the addition of the handle. And I have changed my shop name. It is no longer Black Horse Fashions because I started that store before I started selling things for knitters, and I was selling like scrubs and hair accessories and tote bags and things like that, but they weren't actually designed for knitters. So I changed my name, and Etsy would not let me put any and signs, and it was particular about how long it had to be. My store name is actually me and my dog and some yarn, but because it wouldn't take that, my label still says me and my dog and some yarn, but my Etsy store is actually me, my dog, and some yarn, and ands are all spelled out. Dottie, Maria, no ma'am, come here, come here. What are you getting into? Come here. Come here. Okay, so these are going up on Etsy, and I've got this one, and it's got the pink polka dot, and it's fully lined inside with interfacing so that it stands up. It's not real thick interfacing, but it does give the bag some body. And then I've got this one. And I love this one. This one is super cute. I only have one of the one I just showed you and this one. And it's got the light pink polka dots. And it is fully lined inside as well. And then I have Halloween. And I have got two of these. And this is spooky jars of things. I thought it was cute. And this one, instead of the plain ribbon, has the little stitching on it, which I thought was really cute for Halloween. It also is fully lined with a label. And I love that lining. I thought that went really cute together. So these 4 bags will be up in my Etsy shop soon. And then I want to go ahead and tell you about the collaboration. It's been top secret up until now. And Heidi of Undead Yarn and myself got together and we have put a kit together. And you might have seen it on Instagram this past weekend because that's when Heidi and I kind of made our announcement. But I sent her the fabric, swatches of the fabric, and she dyed it. And she dyed it so well. I think it matches really well. She did a wonderful job. But the kit is going to come with a bag, and the bag is from me. And check that out. Is that not the cutest fabric? I love it. And the bottom is spider web, and occasionally you can find a silver spider. There's one right there. And of course it's fully lined. Dottie, what are you doing? Come over here. Come over here. Come here. You're being naughty. It's fully lined, and it has the label. And of course it's the style I was talking about with the handle. And then I made a cute little place marker to go with it. It is on a lobster claw, and it's a spider, a silver spider to match the silver spider in the bag. And then check out Heidi's yarn. Dottie, come here to me. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Get up. What are you doing? You are so naughty. She is chewing on a bag that I have over there that I took some of the yarn out from my stitches. Check out the yarn, and the camera is not doing it justice at all. It is much greener. It is much greener than that. Maybe that's good. Oh goodness. It is not showing up. The color is pretty. It's more vibrant and bright than you're seeing. Go check out Instagram. That has a truer color of the yarn and the bag, but they match, and she did a fantastic job. It's a stripe yarn, and so it's gonna it's self-striping. It's got this green, which is one stripe, and then like a speckled purpley brown gray stripe, and then it goes back to the green, and it's so pretty. Go check out Instagram. She is Knitty Girl, I believe, on Instagram, and of course you can check out her podcast, and Dead Yarn podcast, and she's Knitty Girl 1. She might be Knitty Girl 1 on Instagram. I'm not exactly sure. I think I probably should have looked. But in any case, go look that up. We're each going to put 4 bags up for sale, and they're going to go on sale October 3rd. So you have a choice of either ordering from Heidi or myself, and that's going to be October 3rd. And I've got to get a dog. Dottie, Maria, come over here. Come over here. Come here. Come here. You want treats? Well, stand up. Stand up. She'll do anything for treats. So, I think I need to go take care of her. Maybe she needs to go outside, or maybe she's hungry. I'm not sure, but at any rate, she's being extremely naughty, and I need to go tend to her and give her some attention so she'll stop being mad. She's just so cute. You can't stay mad at her for very long, that's for sure. So, thanks for watching. Oh yes, one more thing I forgot. The toy along is starting, and that is going to start on October 1st. So if you haven't picked out a toy yet, please pick out a toy pattern and come join us. I'm part of the lovely ladies at the Pin Hook and Needles podcast. They're actually hosting the knit along, and I'm a co-host. So come check that out, and I'll tell you more about that on Sunday when I get all the details lined up and I've got it all written down in front of me. So come join me for that. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye.